Aye.
Was there action on the agenda?
No. That'll cover it.
Right. Reports, the CFW Scholarship Foundation, Scholarship Award, Castanon?
Mr. John.
Yes.
Oh, John.
Hello there.
Him.
Hello, members of the board, Superintendent Weinstein, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Jon Castanon, and I'm with Caldwell Flores Winter. We're a consulting firm that helps school districts with building facilities to make great learning environments for students just like you. And I'm here tonight to do something a little different. We are going to present a scholarship tonight from CFW. It's a CFW Foundation scholarship. And what this is a scholarship that our firm has established to provide scholarships to students who want to pursue their academic future with additional education beyond high school, once they finish high school. The foundation was started in 2005, and to date, we have awarded over $500,000 to deserving students throughout California. And so the way it works is we ask our client superintendents to nominate a student who kind of meets like two criteria, I guess you would say. One is that they have shown great promise, they have persevered with their academic studies and worked hard, and they've done so with a positive attitude. And the second thing is that they want to continue with their education after high school. And so the awardee tonight, the recipient of the scholarship, is an individual, who's a senior here, and she has an interest in going on to become a registered nurse. She's got a tremendous GPA. I think I saw a 3.92 if I recall, and I think your academic scholarship of 10 through 12 years was over 4.0, which I'll be quite frank with you was much higher than my GPA when I was a student. And so I wanted to mention the individual is really looking to move forward into a career that's in high demand. It's one that is serving others. She said she wants to not only serve others because they need to be served, but it would bring a complete good feeling and provide a lot of value to what she's delivering and giving back to her community. So, without further ado, I want to call up Briana Casillas. She's going to come up. And Briana and I were speaking a little earlier, and we were talking about what colleges that she was thinking about going to. She's going to start off at the local community college, and then she wants to transfer to Bakersfield through Cal State. They can enter the RN program there. I was trying to talk her into going to my alma mater, which is Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, but I don't think they have an RN program. At least I'm not aware that they do, but I tried anyway. But I want to just congratulate you on your award. I have a little something here for you. Here's a nice little check that will be greatly, it's our honor to give this to you. You've deserved it, you've worked hard for it, and we are very, very happy about you continuing with your education. We need good RNs just like you. Okay? Congratulations. I'm just going to ask for a second if the family wants to come and take a photo.
Here. Oh, yeah, thank you.
There you go. Maybe we'll step right over here. Bring the family around.
You don't want heads in it?
Let's go off and
I took a couple.
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Okay, next we have Ivy Vasquez.
Do you have any questions?
Hello.
Hi.
Long time no see.
Yeah, where have you been? We've been here.
Flew out.
For 6 months?
6 months. I saw you in December. Okay,
3?
not 6 though. Okay, so I personally wanted to congratulate the girls soccer team for winning CIF.
Yay!
I also want to congratulate the girls basketball team for making it to the semifinals. The junior class is having a fundraiser at Sweet Frog Tuesday, 5 to 9 p.m. 50% of the proceeds go to the juniors when you tell them you're from RHS, so Sweet Frog Tuesday.
No.
Sweet Frog.
Where's Sweet from?
By the dollar movies.
Froyo.
Yogurt.
It's like right next to
By movies 12.
Oh,
It's like where Staples is.
okay.
The
old arcade.
It's down a little bit. It's got a little bit.
Okay. And then ASB and other students are heading to a Leaders in Life conference, so hopefully we can all come back better leaders, and some of us leaders. But that's all that's happening at life.
Thanks. Next we have school board communications. Mr. Otis?
Thank you. I'd like to kind of echo what Ivy just said. Congratulations to our girls soccer team.
Thank you.
And, they're amazing. And of course we'll have to have a three-peat. But that's from that's that good feeding program that Mr. Coleman has at TMS. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And of course the girls basketball team. I don't want to say we knew the girls soccer team was going to do, because you don't ever want to do that, But the girls basketball team, that was amazing. That really was like, wow. So that was pretty cool. On a personal note, some of you may know, but some of you may not know. My wife and I and family will be moving to Clarksville, Tennessee. We bought a house, although we're further back than I told you, Corky, because I told you, Corky. He goes, well, which year? You said Utah, Corky, or Idaho? A little further, yeah. So, I'm not, we just did this Sunday, so we don't have any times exactly when we're leaving or anything, but after 22 years of being here, it's sad and exciting at the same time. I've made so many good friends here and was around so many great people, and I got to watch not only my children grow, the community grow, the town grow, the school grow. It's just been an amazing, and it continues to be amazing. It just, blows me away. I can look out and remember when everybody was real small, and when the kids, the first bunch of kids I ever coached are now coaches themselves and coaching their kids, and that's pretty neat. And especially my friend over there who sits in the corner, I remember when she looked real little, U5 and all that, And so we're pretty excited, but it's with kind of a full heart that knows that we'll be leaving some great people, and we're excited to kind of start a new life. I have a brand new grandbaby. He's a month old. My son-in-law stationed at Fort Campbell in Kentucky, so we're looking forward to that. But as it gets closer, when I find out some dates, I'll definitely be, telling everybody. Plus, we want to have a little goodbye, kind of, a little party, so have everybody come by and say goodbye. And also this weekend, and I apologize because I told the kids I would announce their names, and I left my stuff at home. We had ballroom dancing competition this weekend. And TMS and the elementary schools were Saturday, TMS and the high schools were Sunday. Now, I'm not sure what happened with the Saturday. I didn't go to Saturday, but Sunday was amazing. Ms. Noderman's not here. Ms. Noderman won a couple of the different dance venues, and in a couple of them, our high school kids actually placed one first, second, and third. Because when they're reading off the names, you get to a certain point and you know where you're going to be. And when they read the fourth place kid, our Roseman kids were 1, 2, and 3. It was just amazing. And we had, for the first time ever, Cal City had a team, and they had never danced before, and they did quite well too. And their instructor, Mr. Root, who happens to know some of our administrators here, was very happy to have his kids there. But it was great. It's the 14th year they've done it. It was amazing. I will have that report, and then Ms. Canham, she was going to give me a list, but I do definitely want to read off all the kids. They did amazing. I think there's kids in this world that don't maybe play sports, they're not in the band, but they found a niche here in dancing. And these boys, I tell them, guys, if you can cook and dance, you will never sit at home on a Friday night alone. Listen to me. You know, I don't know from experience, but if you can cook and dance, you know. And these boys and we had 4 boys that at the middle school, we had a lot of boys that dropped out, but the 4 boys that stayed there, they were just, and same with the high school. And a couple of our kids kept coming over, and one of the kids that went to the school is now with another school, but that was pretty funny. So it was really amazing. Miss Canham and oh my goodness, kindergarten teacher at thank you, yes, thank you, Genevieve. They did an amazing, and then they also had helpers too. So it doesn't get done by just those 2. But it was amazing, and the kids have a lot of fun, and nothing more than nice. And I'll always say, going somewhere and watching a couple that can dance, you know. And I tell these kids, you know, most of them are like your grandpa and your grandma, but you guys get up there and cut a rug, it's pretty neat, you know. And they were cutting some rugs, I can tell you, you know. And so, anyway, that's all I have. Thank you.
Can I just say that Roseman took more firsts than any other school?
Did they?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and you know, I really,
Joseph Santos.
Yeah.
And he danced most of them with. He had different partners, but one of his partners was Holly.
Yeah, Holly Hargrove. Yeah.
But Joseph took more first than any other school.
And Holly had that wrap on her knee, and the
Right.
other girl, same with her too. You know?
Right.
They both had, so there were some
They
wounded
were-
warriors
they
out
were-
there.
And we have one of the dancers here. I'm gonna
You know, I thought, yeah, that was you, because I'm looking at you, yeah, because you did too, and you had the wrap on your knee.
Right.
Yeah, you guys took,
I'm sorry.
was it East Coast Swing, or was it
Cha-cha.
Cha-Cha? Yeah.
Can you get up and dance for us?
I know, I'm sorry.
And you guys, we didn't have a big group, I mean, there was, yeah.
We only had one guy from RHS. One of our guys were from Soar High School.
Oh, SOAR, yeah.
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 So,
Yeah, and you guys, you know, it's kind of like the robotics team that shows up with the tape, duct tape and all that last year. And one of the people asked him, "Where are you guys from?" And I love it. One of the girls said, "We'll tell you after we beat you." Yeah. So the guy goes, "So where are you guys from?" "We're from Roseman." "Where's that?" "We're not going to tell you that. We're just gonna... Yeah. So yeah, it was amazing. You guys did. It was just, you know, amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Discussion. Thank you.
We're done?
Yeah.
Hey, it's worth it. He is good. Thank you all for coming, and thank you, John, and the CFW Scholarship Foundation for presenting Briana with the money, honey, which will help tremendously, and good luck in your career. Like John said, nurses are needed all the time, so that's great. Our teams are doing well. Whenever it starts getting nasty weather, it's softball and baseball season. Have you noticed that? Yeah, so we all get to go out and sit in the wind and the rain, or the sprinkles, however you want to call it, and watch our kids freeze and play ball at the same time. But it's good. Hannah's playing. It's her first year as a softball player at high school, so that makes me a little teary-eyed, so grandmas do that. But anyway, they're doing well, and you know, soccer girls, and they're going to come back and kick some more soccer balls around and win again. You know, basketball team. I mean, we're really doing good, and I'm so glad to see that, like Minnie said, we have things other than sports and academics for our students, which is really, really good. It's awesome. It's awesome. Thank you very much.
Don't think they left anything for me to say.
Oh, try.
Congratulations to the girls and all our teams, because they all did very well this year. The dance team, that was great. Congratulations on your scholarship, and thank you from Caldwell Flores Winter for the foundation. They've been doing it for a lot of years, and we've had a lot of recipients that have gotten it, so that's really neat that our school gets to participate in these scholarships. KVC does have one of the best nursing programs in the state. It's just hard to get in.
What is the waiting list?
There's a big waiting list. My wife actually graduated from there as a nurse from ABC. So that's just another little tidbit there. It's nice to see some SCCA people here, which is very nice to see. And with that, Mr. Reader.
Congratulations, Briana.
Thank you.
We had fun right tonight. I got to cheer her on from the stands. And the girls are way different than the boys. Every time you scream their name, they turn and look up. And they smile, and then they go back to their game. So that was fun.
Just don't do that while you have the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah, you get perfect. So, that's all I have.
I want to say thank you for everyone being here, and I do want to say thank you and congratulations for the soccer team. The girls, they were awesome. The games were good, and also for the basketball team as well. And congratulations, Briana. It's an honor to get that, and it'll help you in your future. So I thank you, John, for the scholarship. And glad to see CSEA here as well.
That's who you people are knowing.
Do you guys know what the average GPA of the soccer team is?
No, I don't.
It was high though, right?
It was,
It's like 3.6.
Yeah, it was, I was gonna say 3.5, I was close.
Yeah. We have one of the highest academic sports programs in the valley.
I don't want to start that from time to boy.
Next we have our team. Mr. Bowman.
Yeah, I was gonna have no report, but I changed my mind.
Twice now.
Was it Clarksville or Clarkston?
Clarksville.
Clarksville. So we'll hang a sign on the outside of Clarksville that says, "This can't be Clarksville."
Yeah.
Last train in Clarksville, I thought of that too. It's a tougher time of year for teachers because we all know about the March 15th deadline. What that means, for those of you who don't know, is that it's the time of year when lots of teachers receive their notices that they either will not be returning next year or that they've been displaced and have to decide on taking a different position within the district, maybe one that they're not as keen about as the one that they're leaving. So I'm constantly on the phone with those teachers trying to guide and advise them and how they're doing. I appreciate all of the contact that Mr. Weinstein and HR have had with me so that I can be prepared for those phone calls and those emails and let them know what's going on. I mean, a lot of them are all of the temporary credentials, and we know so many of those teachers hopefully will be hired back, but we've also had a reduction in teaching positions, and that's going to be a little bit tougher, cutting of some programs and those teachers having to be fit into other places that, again, they're coming from what it is they want to be doing now and having to be transferred into other positions. So it's just a little bit tougher time of the year, but we'll get through it and move on, and then they'll be ready to tackle their new opportunities. So just kind of wanted to point that out this time of year. That's it. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. CSEA report?
Congratulations to the basketball and the soccer team and the dance and everything. Roseman's doing great. Congratulations to Mr. Otis too on your move and your grandbaby.
Oh, you're apologizing. Well, you called me and I never called you back.
It's all right. We've been playing phone tag.
Yeah.
It's okay. So hello everyone. My name is Keith Hargis and I am the CSEA chapter president and also RHS lead custodian here in Roseman. I'm here to represent the classified employees and also the public As I reside here in Roseman, my kids go to school here and also play sports here in Roseman. As you can see, I have a vested interest here. I just like everyone else here, we care very much about the public and our money and where it's being spent, and we care about our employees and their children very much. After all, we are all here for the children. I apologize for not making an appearance sooner. Just busy with kids in school and making sure that they get, fed and in bed at a decent hour. But I assure you that you will see much, much more of our classified representatives and much more of myself as well. So with that being said, I would like to introduce to you our new e-board. We'll start with the Vice President, Cindy Simpson. Our Chief Job Steward is Mary Klikskowski. And our reporter is Jessica Azevedo. And our treasurer is on the other side, Armando Quintero. Our secretary is not here today. She had a family emergency, but our secretary is Sandy Duran. If you have any questions or anything, please contact us. We'll feel free to ask. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have any comments from the public? No comments. Superintendent.
Thank you. First, thank you CSA for coming. It's nice seeing you guys finally. Hope you guys do come more often. Right now, we'll be soon, just for the public know, we're soon prepping for our CAS tests, which are our state tests. So teachers are going into training for that. A little bit different than what we used to call the API tests. These are done on computers. They're proctored. And so this week, next week, they'll be testing. The teachers will be learning about the tests, the changes in the tests, the protocols. We will start prepping the students for the tests, and as soon as we get back from break, students come back and get to start taking their state tests. So we're spending a lot of time on that. The 21st of this month, which is next week, congratulations RES, will be opening your field. So I know all the kids there. Yeah, and they've been waiting a very long time, very patiently, and waiting a very long time to see that. I want to congratulate our TMS and RHS teachers. As many of you know, today was marked a National Walkout Day for our students in protest to gun violence and also obviously violence on school property. Our staff and administration took a very strong lead, and before the 10 o'clock time, which was the national time for a walkout, they took the opportunity to talk to their students about what the walkout meant. They took the opportunity to talk about how students can initiate change in a positive way, and what basically a proper protest means and how it's done. Very receptive, and we did not have any walkouts at any of our schools. There were some classes at TMS as an experiment with their teacher and administration, actually did a walkout to the quad area. We're very proud of the way our students are addressing. A lot of them came up with some excellent ideas that I've been getting emailed from the teachers as well as students, forwarded students' emails to me about things that we can be doing, not just to increase our safety here, but to also, as a collective in SKUSD, make some positive change in our community for safety as well as schools in general. With that being said, which I'm glad I'm getting all these ideas now, Friday I have a luncheon meeting with Tom Lackey to discuss a bill that we're going to be asking him to sponsor for, it's called the $1 Billion School Safety Bill. A number of superintendents and myself are writing this bill for him, and we're hoping that he will be the author of the bill. And it's basically $350 million a year non-competitive grant, which will be used for the training of employees, extra security, changing of facilities, cameras, things that make our schools safe. At this current time, there is no appropriation of money from the state in order to increase security or to better secure your schools. What they do have is they have obviously facility bonds, that come out when you build a school. So when you build a school, there's no DSA requirements or state architectural requirements to address safety, other than just like ADA safety, but not security against any outside threats. So what we're also doing with this bill is not only having that be a requirement moving forward for all new schools being built, but that this money would be used to upgrade facilities to obviously make them more secure. You may not be aware of this, but there are many schools in the state that still have open campuses, which basically means that there's no gates, there's no fences, there's no anything. Anybody can walk onto the campus at any time. In addition to that, I'm very happy to announce that we are working incredibly closely with the local sheriffs, and they have gone to Bakersfield, the county seat, on our behalf. That's Sergeant Anton and Lieutenant Sword, to ask for a sheriff's resource officer for our district. We've been trying to get one for quite a while. Obviously, because of constrained budgets at the county level, they have not been able to provide us with one, even though we would be supplementing the sheriff's budget and actually paying for it ourselves. But the local sheriffs have basically gotten together with some of our administration, and they are now going to the county and making the argument for us that we definitely, since there is a limited sheriff's presence in our community, that these schools absolutely need a sheriff's resource officer, which is a sheriff who is dedicated to just patrolling our campuses and being available for our administration while school is open. So we're very happy about that. This coming Monday and Tuesday, I've been asked to make sure everybody knows, blackboards have been going out, but this coming Monday and Tuesday evening, we will have social media awareness nights where we are bringing in a consultant from British Columbia who is an expert in social media threats as well as social media safety. We'll be conducting different seminars for our students during the day on Monday and Tuesday, and in the evening for parents. So all parents, staff, everybody's invited to the evenings. They'll be at TMS and RHS. You can check our websites for the information, as well as we will be sending information out. And along with the social media threat, one of the new things we've added to our website is a new reporting system. You can look up there and it says reported PSST or World. It's an actual new reporting system that has links on all of our site pages as well as our front page of our website that helps. We already had an anonymous bullying a reporting system on our website. This is actually a full reporting system, whether it has to do with our schools, the community, anything in our geographical area. A student or a community member can go on and actually report it. It not only goes to administration, but it also goes to the local authorities at the same time. So it's just another way that we're trying to help the community as well as the schools.
And it stays anonymous, right?
And it stays 100% anonymous. We don't know who sent it, but we get a very detailed report. We've had some test reports come through, and it's a very detailed report. It's very good, and we get it immediately. In fact, one of the people actually get a text message automatically of the report. So, so if it happens on a Saturday night, which has happened, and Sunday nights, those have happened too, I actually get a text message, so I know immediately it's happening, and I can notify certain administrations. So we're very happy about that also. That's all I have.
Thank you. Consent items A through D.
I'll make a motion that we accept with the correction to the minutes. And the correction is that it was a 3 and 2 absent, and it's marked as 3 and 1 absent.
Second. Kurt, all in favor?
Aye.
General, approved contract agreement with Apathy for software, a website management application, social media communications, emergency communications, and programming. Mr. Weinstein.
So we went out to get some bids for a reporting system that allows us to activate our website as well as smartphone apps in order to push information out to the public. We currently use a Blackboard system, and in order to upgrade our system, it was quite expensive to increase the kind of communications that we would like to do. In our going out with our IT director, Dan, found this company. However, once we told Blackboard that we were going outside, them to replace them. They came back with a much lower bid, which makes it actually better for us to just stick with Blackboard. So we are recommending that we deny or vote no on this contract.
Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion that we deny the contract.
Paris,
I'll second.
second by Leader, all in favor?
Aye.
Steve? Personnel?
Motion to approve all personnel.
Second by Leader, second by Kurt, all in favor?
Aye.
Business and operations. Second interim report, Mr. Eric.
We were going to table this for the 21st so that we can give the board a longer opportunity to review the P2 report and then make a presentation on the 21st and ask for approval on the 21st.
And I will make a motion that we table this.
Second by Taylor, second by Kurt, all in favor?
Aye. You were yawning.
You're up.
You're up.
I'm up.
You're up. So you can go yawn at home. She made a motion to adjourn, I believe.
Motion, okay, by Vasquez,
I'll second.
second by Leader, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.